to the React Room. I'm your boy Dom K. Back in here solo dolo again today. We got another great video for you guys today. BINI Bikini live on the Wishbus and BINI Bikini at BINIFIED. We watch these performances. We're going to see what's going on. We need to check them out. We need to break them down. We need to see what's going on lyrically. We need to see what's going on emotionally, choreography-wise. BINI has been a major staple on this channel lately. They've blown me away with the talent, the charisma, the personality, the vocal skills. They just got great teamwork going on right now. I told y'all, the Filipinos got them a great star group up and coming. I give them about another year or two and BINI gonna be one of the top 5 groups in the world. Talent-wise, I think they're probably already there. But I love the look, I love the feel, I just love the energy. So let's check out what these two performances mean and what they are when we break them down. Let's get some thoughts going on. BINI Bikini live at BINIFIED. Confidence performed without permission. What is the song Bikini about? Bikini is fundamentally a song about comfort becoming confidence. It captures the emotional shift that happens when self-consciousness stops controlling behavior and self-acceptance takes its place. The song doesn't position confidence as rebellion or confrontation. Instead, it treats confidence as something internal, a state of ease rather than defiance. The lyrics express freedom, second-guessing from constantly adjusting oneself to fit external expectations. The bikini itself operates as a symbol of exposure. It represents moments when a person feels seen, evaluated, or judged. Rather than framing that as exposure or something to fear, the song reframes it as neutral, even empowering once fear is removed. One of the most important aspects of bikini is what it doesn't do. It's confidence without needing validation. It doesn't ask for approval. It doesn't explain itself. It doesn't seek permission. The song assumes confidence as a given, not as something that needs to be earned. This gives the tracks a relaxed emotional tone and separates it from the songs that rely on proving worth or challenging critics. The quiet assurance is why the song feels light without being shallow. The playful side of bikini is often mistaken for simplicity. In reality, the playfulness is intentional. You can think of this as playfulness as control, not distraction. The upbeat melody and bright rhythm remove tension from the topic of visibility. Instead of making exposure feel dramatic, the song normalizes it. The musical choice is crucial. It keeps the focus on comfort rather than confrontation. The song doesn't need to argue at its point. It demonstrates it through tone. Bikini is a song that must be embodied to fully land. Studio versions can communicate attitude, but live stages reveal whether that attitude is authentic. Live performances remove the safety net of editing and production. What remains is posture, breathing control, and movement with presence. This is where live at BINIFIED becomes especially important. The opening moments at BINIFIED. From the moment the performance begins, BINI establishes control through stillness and pacing. There is no rush to impress, no exaggerated opening gestures, no nervous energy. Their calm entry sets the tone immediately. This performance will be grounded, not trafficked. Stage presence and physical ease. Throughout the BINIFIED performance, BINI's body language communicates comfort. Their shoulders remain relaxed. Their movements flow naturally. Transitions between steps feel smooth rather than forced. This physical ease reinforces the song's message more effectively than the lyrics alone. Confidence here is not acted, it's embodied. The choreography avoids extremes. It is neither overly provocative nor overly restrained. This choreography that respects the song's meaning. Instead, it emphasizes clean lines, smooth transitions, and controlled pacing. Every movement looks intentional without trying to draw excessive attention to itself. This restraint prevents the performance from slipping into spectacle and keeps it aligned with the song's theme of natural confidence. The facial expressions play a major role in this performance. You can think of it as emotional consistency. Rather than exaggerated smiles or forced intensity, the members maintain expressions that feel relaxed and genuine. Their faces reflect enjoyment rather than performance pressure. This consistency matters because it avoids emotional determined. The song speaks about comfort and the performance visually confirms it. The group balance and collective energy feels great in this performance because another strength of BINIFIED performance is its balance. No single member dominates the stage, no one fades into the background. The group moves as a cohesive unit. This reinforces the idea that bikini is not about individual validation, but collective self-assurance. Confidence is shared, not competitive. The audience interaction and live atmosphere was amazing. The Benifi audience contributes positively to the performance impact. Rather than overwhelming the stage with distraction, the crowd responds with familiarity and support. Their energy feels engaged but respectful. This creates a comfortable feedback loop. BINI's confidence energizes the crowd, and the crowd's response reinforces that confidence. Vocal delivery in a live setting. The performance maintains clarity without strain. Breath control remains steady. Transitions between singing and movement are smooth. There's no visible tension or overexertion. This vocal stability further supports the theme of ease. The members are not fighting the song, they are moving with it. While the studio version of Bikini is catchy and polished, the live Benifi performance adds authenticity. Why this version feels stronger than the studio track is because the absence of heavy editing and highlights, natural timing, genuine expressions, and real interaction. The song message becomes clearer because it's a physically lived, not just recorded. The cultural context and impact is important. In many pop spaces, especially in Southeast Asia, expressions of confidence, particularly feminine confidence, are often scrutinized. This performance does not challenge that scrutiny aggressively. Instead, it bypasses it entirely by normalizing comfort. This is subtle power. It reframes confidence as ordinary rather than controversial. The strength of this performance lies in its restraint. That's why this performance resonates. It doesn't shock. It doesn't provoke. It doesn't seek approval. It simply presents comfort as a fact. That quiet confidence is what makes the performance memorable. My final thoughts on this is BINI's Bikini live at Benifi succeeds because it aligns song, body language, choreography, vocals, and audience energy into one distinct, clear message. Confidence does not need an explanation. The performance doesn't try to convince the viewer. It simply exists comfortably and invites the audience to do the same. Bikini is more than a title. It's a deep, deep song with an important message. Whether you choose to get that message is the way you look at it. And if you don't look at it the correct way, you can look at it from another way. It's still a cool song.
You like that? I step out in my new bikini.
Why the Wishbus version of Bikini matters. Confidence under pressure. The Wishbus is one of the most revealing performance environments in pop music. Why, you ask? There's no large stage, no dramatic lighting, no crowd energy to hide behind, no cinematic distance. Everything is close. Everything is exposed. For a song like Bikini, which is built around comfort under visibility, this setting becomes a stress test. If the confidence is real, it will survive here. The core meaning of Bikini in a stripped environment. Bikini is about ease, and ease is hardest to maintain when space is tight and eyes are close. In the Wishbus version, the song message shifts slightly, from relaxed confidence to confidence under constraint. The lyrics don't change, but the environment does. This forces the performance to rely less on atmosphere and more on internal control. From the first moments, the energy is noticeably different from BINIFIED. The opening energy on the Wishbus was completely different. There's less room for big gestures, less space for sweeping choreography, less reliance on group formation. Instead, the performance opens with focus and composure. This immediately communicates professionalism. The members understand the environment and adjust rather than fight it. On the Wishbus, presence becomes more important than choreography. You can call it presence over movement. Because the space is narrow, the movements are smaller and more contained. This actually strengthens the song's message. The confidence here isn't expressed through expansive motion. It is expressed through steady posture, relaxed shoulders, and controlled pacing. The lack of exaggeration makes the performance feel grounded and real. In this setting, faces matter more than bodies. Facial expressions carry this performance. Every smile, glance, and expression is visible. There's no distance to hide behind. BINI maintains expressions that feel calm and natural rather than performative. There's no sense of nervous compensation or forced energy. This reinforces the idea that confidence in Bikini is internal, not dependent on spectacle. The Wishbus demands vocal discipline because vocal focus is stability. With minimal backing and no room for physical overexertion, vocals are placed front and center. BINI delivers steady, controlled vocals throughout the performance. Breath management remains consistent and key, even while navigating limited movement. This vocal stability communicates control not just technically but emotionally. One of the most impressive aspects of the Wishbus performance is its chemistry, because group chemistry in close quarters are very, very important. In such a tight space, timing must be precise, awareness must be high, chemistry becomes obvious. BINI maintains strong cohesion without crowding each other. Their awareness of spacing rhythm shows experience and trust within the group. Unlike a concert stage, the Wishbus offers limited audience feedback. This can be considered confidence without audience feedback. There's no cheering crowd to amplify the energy, no visible reaction loop. This forces the performers to generate confidence internally, not externally. BINI succeeds here. The performance never feels like it's waiting for validation. Rather than trying to force full choreography into a limited space, the group adapts intelligently. Movements are simplified, focused, intentional. This prevents the performers from feeling cramped or awkward. The restraint aligns perfectly with the song's message. Confidence doesn't need excess. They also have a natural interaction with the cameras because the Wishbus camera is close, intimate, and unforgiving. BINI interacts with it naturally, not overly theatrical, not withdrawn. Eye's contract feels controversial rather than staged. This draws the viewer in and creates a sense of proximity that suits the song's theme. Where Benifi feels open, communal, and celebratory, the Wishbus feels focused, composed, and quietly assured. Both express confidence, but in different forms. Benifi equals ease and freedom. Wishbus equals ease under limitation. Neither contradicts the song, they expand it. You can call this comparing the emotional tone to Benifi. The reason this version feels authentic is because the Wishbus strips away illusion. What's left is voice, posture, expression, and presence, and Bikini survives intact. That alone confirms that the song's confidence is not dependent on environment, it's embedded in how the group carries itself. Performing Bikini in such a controlled, visible space sends a subtle message. Confidence does not need permission, distance, or spectacle. It exists even when they watch closely. This is especially meaningful in pop culture where appearances and behavior are often tightly scrutinized. Why viewers connect with this version is quite simple. Many viewers resonate more with the Wishbus version because it feels relatable. There's no fantasy stage, no glam separation, just presence and performance. The performance feels like confidence you could carry into everyday life, not just onto stage. My final thoughts on this is BINI's Bikini live on Wishbus proves that the song's message is not dependent. Without big choreography or crowd energy, the performance relies entirely on internal assurance and it holds. If Benifi shows confidence and freedom, Wishbus shows confidence under pressure. Both are valid, both are necessary, and most importantly, together they complete the song's natural meaning. So whether you prefer Benifi, whether you prefer the live performance, or whether you prefer the Wishbus live, they all have their own individual themes to how they performed it. Everyone has a different taste, everyone has a different style. You can pick any one and get the same results. I know which one I pick. All of them. Bikini and Benified and Bikini on live on the Wishbus. What did you guys think about it? I thought it was fire. My closing thoughts on all of this, man, they just impressed me more than any new group has this year, especially last year at the end of I'm gonna say towards November to now, like no group has impressed me more than BINI. No group, in all genres. The way they've asserted themselves with these last few live performances and the new music that's constantly coming and the old music that we learned about, they're on fire right now, man. And I just love the way they perform it. Everything is intentional, it's structural, and they just got a great movement, and you don't find that with a group with multiple women like that. Like that many girls in one group, it's just hard to pull off. And the way they're doing it is like they're doing it in the right settings, the right times, the right places. Every time they get a chance, they smash it. They smash it and they kill it and they go viral and everybody loving it and we just want more. So we're looking forward to more performances, more new music, and more videos, man. I'm telling you, man, you guys tell me in the comments, what do you think about BINI's performances at Benified and on the Wishbus Live? What do you think about it? Let me know. And what do you think about my analysis of it? Let me know, am I spot on or am I off? I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your opinions, man. You know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Always with love. Peace.